Coming up in this Life is Strange double exposure Reveal Livestream. All you need to know about the game. Learn more about this thrilling supernatural murder mystery from Deck 9 developers Jonathan Stauder and Felice Kwan.
There are no footprints, there's no weapon. Police are completely stumped as to how it could have happened.
Discover Max Caulfield's incredible new ability to shift between two parallel timelines.
Which comes in really handy when you're a detective and you want to eavesdrop and snoop and track suspects.
Welcome Hannah Telle, the actor behind Max.
She doesn't know what could happen. It could even kill her to try to use her powers again.
Whoa.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
And to cap it all off, our world premiere of extended gameplay.
Oh shit!
So
Not the
get
3
comfy,
choices.
Grab some snacks and get ready to dive into this all-new
Oh,
adventure
shit.
in the award-winning Life is Strange series. This is Life is Strange Double Exposure.
All right, all right, all right.
Looks pretty so far.
Ooh. Wow, look at that.
It's been 3 years since the release of Life is Strange True Colors. Since then, the team at Deck 9 Games have been hard at work on a game, a story and a world worthy of the return of Max Caulfield.
Yeah, you better not do her
beloved star of the very
justice,
first
y'all.
Life is Strange.
That's the deal.
I've been here before.
We knew that this had to be something special. We knew we had to respect the 2 unforgettable endings to the first chapter of Max's story, while also
Chloe.
crafting something new, something fresh that echoed and acknowledged
There's
Max's
Chloe.
past
So
challenges,
it's something about Chloe.
even as it moved her personal story forward, welcoming in new players from the very beginning, while giving fans the story they didn't know they wanted. The team have been collaborating, along with our partners at Square Enix External Studios, to bring Max and Caledon University to vivid life. And we couldn't have done it without Hannah Telle and the rest
There
of
she
our
is, the
stunning
GOAT.
cast, whose
Shit.
performances
Fine.
elevate and bring nuance to every
Behind the
moment
scenes.
of our story.
Blue
Together,
Allen. Blue
we
Allen.
built for you a
That's him? Blue Allen?
supernatural murder mystery.
What is this?
Packed full of
What is
twists, intrigue, and heart that still delivers on every aspect of Life is Strange's DNA. Meaningful emotional choices driven by your connection to other characters.
Shit.
A diverse and complex cast that reflects the world around us in all its joy, sorrow, and anxiety.
This
Romance,
is Chloe wannabe, bro.
humor, and light even
Chloe
in the
wannabe,
darkest
bro.
of
That's
circumstances.
crazy to say.
For those of you who have played every Life is Strange to date, we can't wait to welcome you back. And for those of you curious about Max and her new adventure, we're delighted to have you join us. Welcome
Wow.
to our deep dive reveal of Life
I hope they
is
don't show
Strange
too much.
Double
I hope they don't show
Exposure.
too much. That's one thing I'm kind of nervous about.
This is Square Enix you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm just nervous they're gonna show way too much.
I swore I'd never.
I feel like they're gonna show too much. I don't know why I fear this, chat.
But 2 nights ago,
Because they're gonna show the trailer and then probably talk about it ever. That's why I don't do it. That's why I didn't do a breakdown yet for the trailer, because I've been kind of waiting
I
for this.
found my friend's body in the woods. I don't know who I can trust. Or who trusts me.
This police detective guy, oh,
My
he's
friend
interesting.
Safi
So he's the detective that's on her ass.
is dead.
Legit. I will say.
So why can I still hear her voice? Focusing my power, I somehow shifted into a parallel timeline.
The parallel timeline.
Here, Safi is.
This is a great trailer, though. I will say. I was like, no way. People thought I sounded like Patrick Star threefold.
And only I can
What happened?
investigate both
People thought I
realities
sounded like fucking
together.
Patrick Star.
Parallel world?
It's the same as this
I mean,
one,
they can
except
kind of see it,
you're-
but yeah.
dead. I can still save Safi. If I can solve and
Like, honestly.
prevent the same murder across 2 timelines.
Life is Strange Double Exposure is a thrilling narrative adventure game where you investigate a supernatural murder mystery. You play as Max Caulfield, a photographer and
spoon.
artist in residence at Caledon University, a
Caledon.
prestigious college in upstate Vermont.
So she's a student.
When Max's
There was a
new
rumor that said
best
she was gonna be a
friend,
teacher.
Safi, is found murdered in
New best
mysterious
friend.
circumstances, Max discovers she has the supernatural ability to shift back and forth between two timelines. In one timeline, Safi is dead, but in the other, she's still alive and still in danger.
Oh shit.
Max realizes the killer will soon strike again in both versions of reality.
Jeez.
Max and the player will use her new shift power to
Whoa.
explore
This
two
is so
versions of
cool.
this vivid winter campus. As you forge allies and pursue suspects across two versions of reality,
It is kinda
you'll
cool.
shape both timelines through your unforgettable choices. But it's a race against time. A relentless detective has Max in his sights, and Safi's killer grows closer with every clue uncovered. With
Not
Max's
Safi's
new
killer.
power to shift between two timelines, can you solve and prevent the same murder?
Wild, right?
Imagine that.
Can you prevent the same murder? Okay, so we're gonna show gameplay or like I'm confused. Like, are you gonna talk about the story now?
Murder mysteries, a narrative genre full of thrilling stories and intense action, scattered with red herrings and the inevitable climactic twist. But what happens when elements of the supernatural become involved, making the mystery at hand seemingly impossible to solve? And how do you write something so complex? I'm chatting with game director Jonathan
Is
Stouter
Deck 9
and
cooking up a
narrative
good
director
story here?
Felice Kwan to learn how they crafted Life is Strange Double Exposure's supernatural murder mystery. Jonathan and Felice, it is so wonderful to be here with you. How does it feel now that you can finally
Is it
talk
glitching for you?
about Life is Strange
No,
Double
no, no.
Exposure?
It's definitely been exciting
Oh,
to
so it's
finally
only
get
for
to
me.
talk
Crap.
about what
Yeah.
Tech9's been working on these past few years, and we get to talk more about the game today.
We are excited for fan theories about what's going on in the trailer.
Oh, we're gonna have a lot of theories. Trust me.
I love
because a
theories.
mystery is afoot, right? And that is the core premise of the game.
Right. But not just a murder mystery, it's a supernatural murder mystery.
Supernatural murder
What
mystery,
initially
huh?
starts as a whodunit in terms of the crime, very quickly becomes a how could this have even happened? How is this even possible sort of crime? And then you, as the player, as Max, are uniquely suited to use your time powers to solve this crime.
Oh, can you tell me about Max, who she is and why she has time powers?
Right, so Max Caulfield, famous photographer, artist in residence at Caledon University, which is the setting of our game.
She's come to Caledon University to start afresh, to build a life that's separate from a past that she doesn't really want to think about anymore. But unfortunately for her, this mystery lands in her lap.
So Felice, can you set the scene for us? Because we've got mysterious pasts at play, but then also this is a very unusual murder mystery, right?
Right. So it is almost holiday break, dead of winter. Max walks up a hill and finds her friend Safi.
I'm assuming this is gonna be like in the first
seconds after seeing Safi talking on the phone.
30 minutes to
There
an hour.
are no footprints. There's no weapon. Police are completely stumped as to how it could have happened.
So there's not really any evidence or leads to go by. How
That's
do you
crazy.
solve a murder mystery like
Probably-
this? What tools
I mean,
might you have?
is it gonna be as obvious as
Luckily,
Jed?
Max
You think Jed was
unlocks a
obvious
supernatural ability.
in True Colors?
She is able to shift from.
I don't think
the
actually
current
they made Jed
timeline
that
into
obvious.
A parallel timeline where her friend Safi is alive, and fans of the first game will recognize this as kind of an evolution of her rewind power. And why exactly that has happened is at the heart of the story.
What the hell was that?
She realized she
So my
can't.
understanding is there are two timelines at play here, one in which Safi is still alive, and the other, she's been murdered. If I'm Max, why don't I just stay in the timeline where she's still alive?
Because Max will very quickly discover the killer is still at large in the timeline where Safi is alive. And so, using her new supernatural abilities, Max will have to both solve and prevent the same crime across two timelines.
That's
So we're
fucking
dealing with
crazy,
two
bro.
timelines and a race against time to stop a killer before they kill again. This seems like it was very complicated to write.
It was really complicated. It was also very interesting because Max meets essentially two versions of every person that she's
That's
investigating.
crazy.
Two versions of the environment, and these will both differ in ways that are significant because of Safi's death.
Damn.
It is also kind of bittersweet because even the people that Max is growing closer to, like Moses, there's two versions of him as well, and she needs to navigate that.
Can you tell us a bit more about Moses?
Yeah. So Moses.
So what if
Safi's
this is a
best
bold theory of
friend,
mine? What if the
and
killer
he's
is
a
different in
astrophysicist
both
at Catholic
timelines?
College.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
And because
It seems like
of
they said
his,
the same.
Science background,
That would be kind of a
he
cool
might
twist,
be
though.
the only person who can help Max understand what's going on with her powers, and the two of them grow closer through this investigation. But Max has to wrestle with if she's ready to open up and tell someone about her powers for the first time in years.
Now, Jonathan, I can imagine that the multiple timelines also really lends itself to
This is
some
a lot to
interesting
take in,
gameplay.
though.
What can we expect?
Well, so Max's ability to shift between the two timelines open up a whole slew of new gameplay possibilities for us. And so Max will be navigating between different versions of the same space impacted by Safi's death, and she'll be able to use these powers to circumnavigate puzzles,
They're safe.
discover clues about suspects she might not otherwise have access to, in addition to navigating these different relationships in each space.
Oh, so like maybe in one timeline a door is closed, in another it's been unlocked, but it sort of depends on how you play the game, right?
Right.
Or Max can make sure that it is unlocked. In one timeline.
Now we're learning. I'm going to write this down in advance. And you mentioned earlier that this is described as a quote-unquote impossible murder that only Max can solve. Why is that?
Because Max can talk to the murder victim. She's the only person who can do that, and it's her relationship with Safi that's the key to solving it.
Safi's alive.
Max, are you okay? It kind of seems like you're on drugs.
Huh? Oh. No, I'm just really happy you're here with me. And your mom.
So, drugs then.
So let's talk about Max's incredible new ability to bend time. Give us the lowdown on that.
Right. So Max has the ability to tear the fabric between these two timelines and instantaneously travel between them. We call it shifting.
That's a lot of responsibility and that's a lot of power. Where does it come from? Because we know Max to have had powers in the past, right?
Yeah, she actually does not have her rewind powers anymore. She has not used it because of the trauma associated with it and fear of what might happen. And so when Safi is murdered, she can't rewind. It's like losing fluency in a language. But she does care enough about Safi that she's willing to use the new
We're like,
version of
we
her
don't care about
powers
Safi. Where's
to
Chloe?
try to
Threefold.
help her friend. But why
That's
that
crazy.
has
I'm gonna give her a
happened is
shot.
Max doesn't know. It's kind of at the heart of the story.
So is Max kind of thrown by
giving her a
having this
shot.
new power, or is she sort of
I think
old
she's
hat
good.
at this? She's like, yeah, I've just got another power. Pile it on.
She definitely, at first, she needs to use the power to investigate how the power works before she can even start to investigate the murder. So right off the bat, she is concerned, is this some version of rewind? Have I gone back in time? She doesn't know. And so she starts traversing the timelines, pulsing and listening in on folks across the veil and deducing how her power works.
Okay, so this pulse power, is that the thing that she does where it's kind of like an aura coming out of her fingertips and she can,
goes up.
What's that?
Right, so Max can extend her supernatural senses to detect where the veil is weakest between the two timelines, the spots where she can shift. And in doing that, she can also grab a glimpse of other people, key objects across the timeline without having to shift, which comes in really handy when you're a detective and you want to eavesdrop and snoop and track suspects.
So when she uses the pulse, she kind of like takes this glimpse into the two timelines, can make an assessment, and then choose which one to shift into. How does the shift work?
Right, so when Max
So the power is
identified one
called
of these
shift?
weak points between the timelines, we call them shift spots. She
Shift.
can use the shifting ability to instantaneously travel to the other timeline. So in a flash, she is instantaneously transported to the opposite version of the environment, different non-playable characters around, and so she's able to use that to traverse.
The game
puzzles,
graphically looks beautiful.
Navigate locked doors.
I will say Deck 9 always kills the
suspects
graphics.
that won't talk to her in one timeline but will in another.
Oh, so like, is it apparent to the player? Yeah, I'm in this timeline where Safi's still alive, or I'm in this one where Safi's dead. Like, how will I know? I will like confuse myself
Right.
playing this.
So
Does Max get confused?
She does. She absolutely does get confused.
Not kidding.
And along the way, she has to learn what's different between the two timelines along with the player. But Safi's death not just reverberates through the relationships on campus, but also through the environment. And we reflect this in different ways, different set dressing, different audio, different lighting. The weather patterns change. It's the butterfly effect. And so Safi's death has this immense impact that creates two distinctly different timelines.
I do think that it will be really.
They're not gonna
clear
talk about
to
Chloe,
the
will they?
player Where she's
Oh.
at. At the same time, she's juggling twice as many social interactions and twice as many clues. So she absolutely messes up. It's a lot of fun for Max to try to keep all of that straight.
Right. So she'll have to keep an eye out for dialogue choices because if you're not paying attention, you might stumble into Max being confused about the timeline. Whereas if you're on your game, you can avoid those little faux pas in a conversation.
I'm sorry. I was being nosy. I don't know why. Probably just paranoid.
You think? Jesus, Max. Get your shit together.
And also, we're on a college campus, so she's supposed to be using this power to be solving a murder mystery, but I imagine there's probably also a lot of drama that filters
Not
through.
the drama.
And she's an artist in residence, so she's supposed to be this mentor figure to the students who are still there on holiday break. But at the same time, it would be really useful to manipulate these students to solve this mystery. So she is juggling a lot.
So Max Caulfield, who has been so closed off for so long, now has to be like, okay, I have to juggle all these new social situations.
So she can't rewind
put
time
myself
anymore.
out
That's what
there.
I've pretty much gotten
It
the
sounds like this is going to be a big learning experience for Max.
Her whole
Now I
powers.
have more impossible questions than I had to begin with.
Well, I
I
mean,
have to ask.
I guess it
because
makes sense.
I'm just so curious. Which came first?
She
the
hasn't done it in
idea
years,
for
supposedly?
Max
It evolved.
to have this timeline shifting power, or did your team just want to experiment with the idea of multiple timelines?
We have been interested in multiple timelines for a while because of that gameplay possibilities. But I think it wasn't until we were exploring Max's story that it really clicked how we could do it in a way that felt absolutely intertwined with the emotional journey as well.
And shifting and traversing the timelines is in the player's hands. You have to trust the player is going to do it.
Yeah, the player over the course of the game is going to learn how to use this ability to navigate the environments, the relationships, and then at a certain point, we just trust the player to navigate and solve this mystery.
When I woke up, Safi was gone forever. And now, I am in a whole new world of questions. What are these worlds? Timelines? Realities? Where did this new power come from? Is Rewind gone forever? Lucky
Rewind
for
gone
me,
forever.
Okay, Dom, the story
one
for this game was
question
leaked,
clearly
right?
takes priority.
Huh?
How do I protect
This one was
the
Supposedly,
right?
what
This-
was said is that the first half of the game is
Now,
amazing,
as a
but the
big
second
fan,
half not
I'm
so much.
happy
But
that
we'll see.
Hannah Telle is returning as Max. But for
That's what's been
people
rumored.
who are new, players who are new to the Life is Strange franchise, do they have to go back and play all of the older titles? What's the point of entry for them?
You don't have to at all. All of the Life is Strange games stand on their own and have their own story. And so for Life is Strange Double Exposure, players will have everything they need to understand the emotional context of Max's past, but it is a brand new location in a small college. There's new characters. You can absolutely start with this first game.
Seems like Safi rubbed a few people the wrong way.
It's not Rachel
should I
Amber.
know?
There you go. It's not Rachel Amber. There you go. For everyone that says, "Oh, is that Rachel Amber, Don?"
Know that
Well,
Life
there you
is
go. It is
Strange
not Rachel
all about
Amber now.
choices
So
and the
put that theory to
consequences of those
rest.
choices, for better or worse.
We can put that.
So
we can
for
put that
returning
theory to
players
rest
like
now.
me, who made really hard decisions that we now have to live with.
Yes.
Do we bring those with us to Life is Strange Double Exposure?
Yes, so the returning players from Max's first adventure will remember that there's a massive decision to make at the end of that game results in two very different endings. And it was really important at Deck 9, if we were going to make another Max adventure, that the game would have to respect both those endings. Life is Strange Double Exposure does that very thing. There's no canon ending in our
Exactly.
book to
No
the
canon
first
ending.
game.
There
Double
you go.
Exposure
That's good to
will,
know.
Yep.
Respect both endings in Max's thoughts, her journal, her SMS, her interactions with other characters, what she opts to reveal about her past to her new friends. It's all reflective of that final choice.
For all of us players who were racked with guilt making those tough decisions.
So Chloe's back
who
then.
kind of crave
So then she will be she will show up then.
Will we have lots of those choices that keep us up at night playing Life is Strange Double Exposure?
Yeah, Max will face a lot of tough decisions. It's kind of her thing.
Perfect. That's what I want. Bring it on. And so it's been so long since the original game came out. For players who maybe don't have the original console that they played on, or let alone the save file from their Life is Strange 1 game, how will they import their previous choices?
So Safi and Max will have a conversation that's pretty early on in the game, and Arcadia Bay just comes up naturally.
You're gonna have a conversation, so you
players can remake the choice then, or they could try the other way.
Okay, so it sounds like Safi is kind of like a little interrogation there with Max.
Safi's very curious about Max because Max is generally pretty closed off, and Safi knows there's something interesting there.
Okay, so that's where we're going to see this
backstory. So that's how it's going to make the choice.
Very, very cool. So it sounds like new players are all good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. It was very important to us that for folks entirely brand new to the franchise and brand new to Max Caulfield as a character, that everything they need to know about her is right there in Life is Strange Double Exposure. And then for returning players, we absolutely honor the biggest, most impactful decision you're going to remember from that first game and carry that forward so you can see how that plays out in Max's latest adventure.
Is this about the blue-haired girl whose picture you keep in your wallet?
You snooped in my wallet?
Stop deflecting. The girl with the blue hair. What's the deal with you two?
Not the trauma. We're just friends. We were high school sweethearts. Oh, shit.
Next up, we speak to Hannah Telle, the iconic voice of Max Caulfield. And be sure to stick around, because in less than 10 minutes, we'll showcase an extended look at new Life is Strange Double Exposure.
All right, get ready for the gameplay. It's in 10 minutes.
For the very first time. You don't want to miss it.
I'm killing myself. What was that?
I'm Hannah Telle, and I play Max Caulfield in Life is Strange Double Exposure.
That's crazy.
Hannah,
Shout out to
I'm
Hannah.
thrilled that you are back as Max Caulfield in Life is Strange Double Exposure.
Hey, Hannah's
this is
amazing.
What we've been waiting for. How does it feel for you to return to Max? Probably a lot of emotions. Underplay.
Yeah, so many emotions. It's an incredible feeling, and in a certain way, it feels like I'm coming home. I love Max so much, and we have so much in common. And my experience playing her the first time around was so formative in my life. It's a real honor to get to come back and expand on her story.
How did things feel this time around versus portraying the character in 2015?
Well, she's grown up so much. She was in high school in the first game, and now she's, out of her college years. She has a somewhat prestigious position as an artist in residence at this amazing university. And she has this whole amazing future ahead of her in terms of her artist career as a photographer. And I think that that's really given her a sense of purpose that's motivated her to kind of shed some of the shyness, parts of her introversion that held her back. I think that she's kind of grown out of that, she's more comfortable with who she is, and she feels like, hey, this is who I'm supposed to be.
Be safe, yeah?
Is there a storm?
She's been suppressing her powers while on the road. And now she's this artist in residence at Caledon in Vermont. Does she still feel like she needs to suppress them, or why did she feel like she needed to suppress them?
Well, the powers resulted in ultimate devastation in her life.
So it's saying that she's going to do it again now.
Her, and even like the space-time continuum with the weather-related phenomenons that were taking place because of her using this power. So she feels like this is like a deadly weapon. It's not something that she's going to ever want to use again. And also it really sets her apart from having a normal life and having normal relationships with people. So I think she's put that away very confidently and is very hesitant about ever tapping back into that side of herself again. She doesn't know what could happen. It could even kill her to try to use her powers again.
Whoa.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah. We've caught up with who Max Caulfield is now. What has she been doing in the time between the events of Arcadia Bay to now?
Well, she's been on the road. She doesn't feel comfortable in any one place. And she's living like a nomadic lifestyle.
Not tweeting about Life is
photographs of
Strange or
abandoned,
Lost Ark of
lonely
Balloon Rage during
spaces.
this event.
For
I
some
just seen a
reason,
notification.
anything that's desolate or stark and
The competition
intense
begins.
really draws her eye, and she likes to photograph that. And
The
she's
competition,
made a bit
let's
of a
go.
name for herself by
Actually,
I found it funny how they
photographing
both
these
work
types
with
of
two
images.
timelines.
And she searches for them and
This
stays
one's
in
kind of
hotels
different, I
and
guess.
hangs out in
They're
local
both
Because one's like the
bars
past
and
and
just
past
kind of
and
absorbs
present,
the
right?
slice of life of each little town that she's
The
been
present
in,
and
and now
future.
she's in
yeah.
a new environment
Oh,
with
no,
all
I
new
think
people
you're
and
right. The past and
job
present.
responsibilities
You're right.
And new powers too,
and
right?
new powers.
Can you
Hey,
talk about
Damaris.
that a little bit? Because fans of the original game, we love the rewind power. You know, we were turning back time, but now time is moving in a different direction.
Exactly. Well, as Max has evolved, her powers have evolved. She didn't use that power for a really long time, understandably, because it created so much devastation. So it atrophied and it adapted into something different.
What if I told you there's this other timeline where Safi is alive and I can travel between this timeline and that one?
So she has this supernatural ability to move between the timelines, see the timeline where Safi is still alive,
Yes.
go into the one where she's dead, talk to people.
Yes, exactly. She has a unique position to figure out what's really going on in this terrible situation of Safi's death.
So I know you're a true crime fan. So when you
Yeah.
got the call of, hey, we want you to come back and play Max and solve this mystery, where were you? What was going through your head when you finally learned the news?
Well, I was still in school. I was studying neuroscience. I was trying to prepare
Wow.
to take calculus.
Shout out to her. She went
I
to
had have
USC,
two
I
different
think.
Tutors. It was a horrible situation.
2 timelines, 2 tutors.
2 timelines, 2 tutors, 1 mystery, 1 failing grade.
I would not want to do
got the
calculus,
call,
y'all.
And it was just like such an amazing rescue from my math phobia. It was the producer and the performance director telling me, and I just sobbed into the phone.
Well, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
As you can
Action
probably
will have
tell,
consequences.
the fans,
Ooh,
myself
it's like a, the
included,
butterfly
have a very
again.
personal relationship with Max.
see that?
How does it
Yeah,
feel
I
for you
did.
personally knowing
Hey.
the impact that you've made on fans and the community?
It's just unbelievable.
She's really smart
to
then. She's
be
doing
playing a
neuroscience. Let's be
part
honest. That's got to be fucking
resonated
hard.
with someone, so many people. It makes me feel so validated and so honored and so grateful.
When I think of 3 goats, Melissa Hutchison,
There are so many
Ashley
fans
Johnson,
of this
Hannah
game
Telle.
that
Put 'em
have
up.
created
3
this
goats.
really
3
loving
goat female.
community where they share their
actresses.
art and they pour their time and energy into
Video
creating
games.
gorgeous artwork or really intricate creative cosplays. Tattoos etched on their skin permanently because the game changed them and the game changed me too. So I feel very connected to them, and it moves me to tears all the time.
Let's thrash, Shaka Bra.
The Shaka Bra.
Said
Oh.
something normal, but basically that.
Okay.
And it's not often that an
For the
actor
clip
gets
there.
to reprise a character.
She said Shaka
So
Bra.
that's something that
Okay,
you,
okay, I
from a
heard that.
physical perspective, from a performance perspective, had to take into account because, you know, back in 2015, you were portraying a teenage Max versus Life is Strange Double Exposure was an adult Max. Did you have to change your voice or pitch?
Yes, well, my voice kind of stayed the same, but Max's voice matured and got a bit more deeper and more grounded in its tone, and her posture became a bit more sure of herself and tall and standing to her full height and taking up space and being comfortable with that. And so I had to, adjust everything about my body to try to convey her growth.
Oh. Interesting.
And now we're proud to present an extended look at the gameplay.
Alright,
from
threefold. When
Life
this
is
is all done,
Strange
if you can get this
Double
clipped, alright?
Exposure.
Since we're on the gameplay right now. Alright, gameplay! Shh! Alright, I'm paying very close attention to this. I will have to make a lot of tweets about this information, but... Pre-beta.
Let me wait till you upload. Dom,
Pre-beta
please.
development,
Give me the
yeah.
Cliff Notes version of what we're actually here to see.
A bunch of little pieces of a shattered asteroid.
From 11 million miles away.
Ah, it's...
This is what I get for introducing you to.
Wow.
So, should we be worried about this crazy asteroid hitting Earth?
Not in our lifetime.
Hi,
And it'll
I'm
probably
live.
disintegrate before it reaches the surface.
Give me one. Thank you.
All right, Max. You have 24 hours before the world ends. What would you do?
Oh, I'm documenting that shit. Can you imagine how cool an apocalypse photo set would be?
Oh my god, this again? Nobody would see it. I'm telling you, art requires an audience. Otherwise, it's just...
Okay, jeez. Agree to disagree.
Awful quiet over there, Murph. Don't want to weigh in?
Oh, I wasn't listening. But, hey, looks like the equipment's working.
Eek, why am I not at home wrapped up in a blanket burrito right now?
You're a good friend.
I don't know. Me and Moses out in town without you? Think of the wild times you would have missed.
Lakeport's most notorious party animals.
Not the bum. Not the cringy dancing. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I brought cups. Figured that was better than passing the bottle around.
Not the bear cup.
This is the best you could do?
I don't work in this building.
Power Bear.
Don't blame me
Power
for
Bear?
your
Is that
service
actually?
department's bad taste.
Yeah.
No.
Mine
Is it?
says I'm the
Yeah.
world's
Oh
funniest
shit.
animal.
Grab a mug, Max.
Not the LIS 2 reference.
Lame. Why can't Power Bear be a choice?
This
Wow,
action will have
yeah.
consequences. Look at that. That is like
I
the
would've trusted
butterfly and
Toilet.
like the camera. The picture.
I have some good news. It's big, but I can't tell you what it is.
You can't tell us you have good news. I mean,
This is probably the night she gets murdered, right?
Until everything is
This is the night she gets murdered, I bet.
mysterious.
Anyone care to bet?
Could be.
It looks
whatever
that's the
works
exact
out,
same
but
jacket she's
I
wearing
think
when
it
she gets
calls for
murdered.
itself.
This is definitely the night she gets
I
murdered.
just got this camera.
This is definitely the
and I
night she
wanna
gets
get
murdered.
some good use out of it.
What should we say?
Anyone care to agree with my theory?
I think I have hypothermia.
She probably gets murdered right after this.
Moses has hypothermia. I've got incoming.
I'm gonna, you know,
Yeah, do my thing, go get murdered.
do
See
my
ya.
thing.
Yep, she's leaving to go get murdered. I'm willing to bet. And then it's gonna end with, I bet you this clip's gonna end with a gunshot. How much you wanna bet? If I'm right, y'all just crown me the king theory maker.
Is beyond me.
I bet you the clip's gonna end with a gunshot. How much you wanna bet?
I'm dying to know what Safi's good news is.
Oh, never mind. Maybe not.
Maybe I can somehow convince her to spill.
Maybe not, actually. I stand corrected.
I love how Moses always looks so
Oh, she takes
passionate
pictures.
about his work.
Oh.
Even when he's just crunching numbers. Hey,
She can take
Moses,
photos. Look at
Casually lean on the
Okay, I like this.
I might knock it over.
Oh, that's cool. You can actually.
You can take like photos and like interact. Okay.
Oh my gosh, social media.
Not the social media. Post photo. Oh my god, she got like an Instagram crosstalk. Kind of looks
I think
like.
she'll have a Tinder like.
Oh no! God, hell no. Bruh.
Hey, Safi.
Mm-hmm.
Find anything poemable?
The moon? Kind of. Though I'd hardly be the first. Carl Sandburg called it a friend for the lonesome to talk to.
Pretty. I haven't seen a moon this bright outside of Oregon.
We'll get a
I will
picture.
say that Max is much more charming so far.
Yeah, she's definitely
Those
more
are
to her
rare.
character. Because a lot of people consider her cringy in the first game. I don't really consider her cringy, but I get
never
it.
really talk about why you came here.
I definitely could tell the evolution of her character, though. She's a lot more mature.
You already know. Your mom threw me a lifeline. Pulled me out of freelance hell.
one of these days, I'm gonna find out what you're running
Well,
from.
can you give me a
Caulfield.
screenshot of the?
That's a promise.
We'll remember this. I want to post that. You can.
Okay, spill.
When the butterfly.
right now?
Yeah,
No
yeah. If you
chance.
can, just a quick
That vault
picture.
is closed.
Just post
You're
like on either
killing
Discord
me
or
here.
the folder I
Are
can just
you
post.
really gonna keep secrets from your dear friend Max?
You're one to talk, my dear.
Let him cook. Chat. I love the facial. Like I love about Deck 9. At least they got the facial animations
Okay,
down.
I'll leave you to your muse.
See, you gotta admit the facial animations are good. So I say Deck 9 really delivers with that, making it look realistic and shit. Now, can I see? I'm not gonna be able to see gameplay with the timelines. Probably not.
Hey,
Shit.
Moses.
Of course.
Doesn't some small part of you want to know what Safi's good news is?
All right. I think I have an idea. But once we go down this road, we can't turn back.
There's no going back.
Okay.
Bottle cap.
Give this to Safi if you can.
Posted it on
You'll
Discord.
probably have
Thank
to
you, thank you.
trick her into taking it
Appreciate
or
it.
plant it on her.
Like a prank?
No. This has rules. So it's more of a game. Whoever holds the bottle cap has to do whatever you say. Well, within reason.
Moses, I have literally never wanted to play a game more in my entire life.
You say that now, but Safi has a very loose definition of within reason. And she'll come for you next.
Okay. Wish me luck.
What's she gonna do with this shit?
Okay, how am I going to plant this on Safi?
Oh, she's planning it on her. Oh, shit.
Since Safi hasn't quit smoking yet, maybe I can use it to my advantage.
I'm not above relaxing my principles to give Safi that bottle cap. There might be some other hiding places up here that could work.
Oh wait.
Could I
Can
hide
I
the
throw a
bottle
snowball? Let me throw a snowball. Come on.
Not sure I
Oh,
wanna rely
wait.
on my aim.
Not her playing it on
Only
the
get
fucking.
one shot. Safi eats these when she can't.
Oh,
step away
she.
from
So it's a
smoke.
decision. You have to plan
It'd
it.
be totally normal for me to offer her one.
What can I do with the bottle cap? So she has to plan it on something. Bro, not her putting a bottle cap. What if she just chokes on the bottle cap? What if she like SAOs for a candy and then the like?
Now I just got to deliver this to Safi.
I'm just saying. What if she like swallows the bottle cap? You didn't really think about that, did
Hey,
you?
Safi.
Well, I'm just saying. Like, what if that happened? I mean, she's not gonna die that way, but like that's how she died. Max is the murderer. I solved it, y'all.
Twist my arm.
She actually didn't get shot.
Honestly, if that was the reason, I would actually love that. I'm not gonna lie.
Conspiracy.
I would like.
But yeah, she
no
ends up
joke,
getting a flesh wound.
unironically, I
But
would
how did she get the
actually
flesh
love
wound
that.
then?
Max.
How did she get the flesh
Surely
wound then?
You of all people
Oh
would let
shit,
a
she
girl
does
have
have
her
a flesh
secret.
wound.
Maybe she shot. Bro, it's like maybe they.
She was trying to take it out, so she cut a hole in herself trying to pull the bottle cap out.
You know I'm going to get you back for this, right?
Less thready, more talk.
Okay. So, well, I've been shopping around a bunch of my poetry, right? Like, as a collection. And a publisher made an offer.
For real? Oh my god, Safi! That's incredible! Congratulations!
Thank you. Nothing signed or anything yet, so I want to keep it under wraps until all the paperwork gets signed.
Understood. Your secret is safe with me.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Who's
I'm
calling
here
her?
to murder
Hello?
you.
Who's calling her?
This is Safi?
It's the murderer.
It's the murderer.
Yes, this is Safia Llewellyn Fayyad speaking.
Oh.
Be right back.
Shit. Phone call. She brings up the full name. Oh, I already see where this is going. And it's gonna end with the gunshot. I'm telling y'all. Interesting.
So, would you really take pictures of the end of the world?
Interesting,
Yeah.
chat.
Think about it. I take photos of empty buildings. An empty planet? That's next level.
Okay. But it's like Safi said, nobody is ever going to see them.
Sure, but who cares? I take a lot of photos nobody ever sees. I want to go out doing something I'm good at, you know? Oh, what?
No, nothing. Just didn't take you as a...
Telling you, here comes the gunshot. I'm telling you, because she hears a gunshot, right?
I mean, I guess
I'm telling you.
I don't
it's
remember.
more like sometimes you reach the destination
Crazy, bruh. I'm
alone,
telling you.
and that's okay.
But he's leaving, so...
Look at that.
Well, at least we know he is not the murderer. We can cross him out if it ends with a gunshot here. He will be crossed out. I mean, I wouldn't think he would be the murderer. Come on.
That's
Why?
good, at least.
Yeah. At least I can deduct one
Moses
theory.
was right.
Whoa.
This is
I love the camera shit. What the fuck? Not the headache. Good.
Are you okay?
Yeah, all good. Just dizzy. Maybe the champagne. You think I'm gonna take off? Get some rest.
I can give you a ride if you wait a few minutes.
No, that's okay.
Here we go. Here comes the gunshot. I'm calling it. Calling it now, chat. It will be the gunshot. Will happen right here. I'm calling it. Everyone take a listen. This is when the gunshot's gonna happen. Mark my words. Whoever she talked to on that phone is the murderer, probably. It's a setup. Telling you. Yep, this is... I'm telling you. It's the setup. Thank you for the one gifted membership. Fantasy. I'm telling you, it's the setup. Mark my words. I told y'all this is how it's gonna end. They're gonna leave it on a damn cliffhanger. And I have to wait 130 something or... Oh, this is probably copyright. Please tell me this is not copyright. I should go listen to some music.
I'm glad Moses invited me.
Moment of calm. The moment of calm. Should bring it back? Seems like this is the moment of calm.
Caledon's a beautiful campus, but it's even better when it snows.
Yes, the moment of calm. You can never beat the moment of calm. This is actually a lot longer than I expected.
Perfect night for
Head
work.
home.
I'll just catch up with Safi tomorrow.
Oh, brother. I'm telling you, she's gonna run to her murdered. Mark my words.
Safi's chain smoking again?
Yep, she's gonna walk right into her, like, she's gonna, because, right, she walks into her being murdered. Like, she was already murdered. So how the fuck can you not hear the gunshot?
Safi?
Bro's got a suppressor?
What did Mr. Snowman ever do to you?
Or email, or whoever the hell the murderer is. Not the eagle, or hawk, or whatever that...
Now I know who's been leaving all that
Oh, it's an
smoke
owl.
gore around campus.
The owl. Or maybe she got knifed. Look at that owl. Take a picture of it. Come on. Yes, I wasn't the only one that thought of it. Take a picture. Of course.
Don't get to take a shot like this every day. Wow.
Yo.
You're really
Take photos, zoom in. Why does she get a headache every time she takes a photo?
It's Sephiroth, damn it.
Sephiroth. Oh shit. Oh, she's gonna prick. Wait.
Max! The emergency broadcast system is now in effect.
I caused this. I caused all of this.
She having flashbacks? PTSD? Arcadia Bay? What is this? PTSD.
Max? Hey.
Nosebleed?
Hey,
Is your
hey,
nose
are you
bleeding?
okay?
Oh shit! Oh shit! So it begins!
Something's wrong.
It begins again! It begins again!
Hey!
Oh shit.
So it begins! Yes, yes, yes! History repeats. How does she just knows? She could just sense it. Wait. She's on the phone. Oh shit.
There's Safi.
I mean, I knew, I told you guys it's gonna end with her getting murdered. Like, she just knows.
I feel like I should check on her anyway. Better safe than sorry.
Yep, this is probably like in the first, like, hour. Yep, the nosebleed, that's how you know. Shit's about to go down. Yo. This music is fucking creepy.
Shit! Safi, hang on.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I told you guys.
Oh, Safi's fine.
Wait, why the fuck
For
did she?
a moment, I thought.
I think that was a phase. She might have been seeing a moment earlier in time.
Why did she hear a gunshot? Did she? Why the fuck is she running so damn fast? She's sitting on a chair.
Safi. Safi?
Wait a minute. She's dead.
Okay?
Bro's dead. Bro's dead. Bro's dead.
Yo.
How did... So that was a gunshot then. Wait, but she was walking. What the fuck? I'm confused. How the fuck?
Max!
Of course, that's how it's gonna end. I fucking told you guys this is how they're gonna fucking end it. Not the cliffhanger. Alright, I like it. I like what I'm seeing. The tension's there. Environment. Storyline. We've got a good build up here. We got a good build up here. I like it. We got a good build up. I like what I'm seeing.
Ooh, this is actually really sick.
Yes, this is already looking better than True Colors. I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing. But I don't want to get my excitement up too much. This looks like it'll be True Colors, but it'll be a better murder mystery. Because I'm not gonna lie, Gabe's death was just like that. That's a lot better. That's good, I will say. Alright. Somebody's cooking here. Someone's cooking.
I was cooking.
Someone's cooking. I gotta give them a little credit. That was okay. So we can
Thanks
talk
for
about...
tuning in to our Life is Strange Double Exposure Reveal show. You can pre-order the game now for release on October 29th,
What do we think of that?
2024.
What do we think of the gameplay?
Yep, that's literally just a few months away.
I have literally never wanted to play a game more in my entire life.
Pre-order the Ultimate Edition to get advance access to the first 2 chapters on October 15th.
There's the
2
unique
whole
outfits.
weeks before
Look at the
release
cat.
date.
There's the cat.
You'll
Exclusive
also
cat
receive 5 outfit packs.
Wow, I want my
Spooky,
exclusive...
Deco
My exclusive
Box,
cat
Final
content.
Fantasy VII,
Not the Final
Fan
Fantasy.
Favorite, and Paw Prints.
Not the Poor
as
Prince.
well as exclusive
cat.
content.
Not the cat
Follow us
content.
on all social media at Life is Strange Game for the latest updates, and we'll see you again soon.
Not the cat content. The music is really good though. Somebody cooked here. Somebody cooked. Let them cook. That was like a 15 minutes too. Is that it? I'll make sure that's everything else. Somebody cooked.
Ay.
Alright. Shit. Alright.